Good morning, Northern Michigan, from your local National Weather Service office in Gaylord. This is meteorologist Dave Lawrence. Happy to be with you once again on this wonderful Sunday morning. It's quite mild out there at this time, certainly something we haven't seen too much of lately. It is Sunday, the 7th day of April, 2013. Well, as we look over the next really 5 to 7 days, no real hazardous weather is expected. There's some small caveats to that we'll mention here in just a minute, but overall, looks like we're done with most of the hazardous weather, especially through the midweek period. Now, as we look at our current weather map this morning, low pressure is making its way through the state, really just off to our west early this morning. There's a cold front associated with that feature that is actually just now coming on shore of Lake Michigan right around 3:30 as I talk about this. That system will continue to progress eastward through the day, and that might continue to give us a few rain showers mixing with perhaps a little bit of snow through the mid-morning hours before ending completely by midday. But it looks like clouds will stick around most areas as we go through the daytime hours, helping to hold temperatures down quite a bit, especially across the western half of the area. Pushing further ahead, notice that system is well off to our east by this evening, allows high pressure to build right overhead. That will give us clearing skies finally late this evening. Chance for temperatures to dip back to the 20s as we go through the overnight hours. But that won't last too long. Notice here by Monday evening, a warm front is beginning to work its way back northward through the state. That will usher in increasing chances for rain showers once again, as we'll show you here in just a bit. Best chance for that rain shower activity would be generally along and south of M55, and perhaps another corridor of rain showers up across the central and maybe eastern UP as well. Pushing further ahead, though, our active weather continues as we go into the midweek period. We'll see a frontal boundary really stall its way across the lower Great Lakes, and a couple of waves of low pressure will ride along that boundary. Now, there's still quite a bit of uncertainty exactly where that feature will end up and where each of those low pressure systems will track, but suffice it to say we'll see a couple of chances for rain and probably, unfortunately, even some snow as we see cold air sort of still locked in from Canada across northern Michigan as various waves of moisture move through the area. In terms of liquid precipitation, notice the heaviest amounts along that stalled frontal boundary amounts anywhere between 2 to 4 inches. That's some much needed rain over the Ohio Valley, the I-80 corridor, if you will. But amounts up our way still in excess of an inch expected over the next couple of days. And again, that's certainly good news. As you heard me talk about yesterday, parts of northeast lower Michigan and as well as much of southern lower Michigan are quite dry here over the last 45 days or so. Now, don't shoot the messenger. Unfortunately, those of you looking for some springtime weather, we just don't see it for the next really 10 to 14 days or so as we go into the mid-month period. It looks like low pressure in Canada will continue to throw some fairly chilly air our way. As several low pressure systems also interact with that cool air, we will run the risk of additional chances for rain and perhaps even a little bit of light snow, again, right on through the middle to the latter portions of the month. So certainly winter is not in a hurry to go anywhere this year. That's obviously quite the contrast to this time last year. But again, just no real signs of sustained warmth over the next at least 10 to 15 days. For today, though, not terrible, though. Morning rain and snow showers ending. Highs will be back in the 30s. Warmest spots will be closer to Saginaw Bay, perhaps reaching 50 before cooling off later in the day. And then again on Monday, the best rain chances will actually bypass northern Michigan, but I still think most spots will end up with a little bit of light rain through the day. And then again Tuesday through Thursday, watching several systems with perhaps even a chance for a little bit of light accumulating snowfall once again. Well, this concludes the latest rendition of this briefing. Thanks so much for your time this morning. Hope you have a great second half of the weekend today and try to enjoy it even though it's going to be on the chilly side. We look forward to having you join us back here for the latest update to this briefing, which will be posted online no later than 5 p.m. this afternoon.